I don't know about you, but it never gets old looking at Bitcoin all-time highs. And I'm sure all of you have been experiencing this or starting to. Before I buy anything, my brain goes, do you really need this? Of course not. You need more crypto. And I buy more crypto. Shake my head. But hey, the way I look at it is buy crypto now so you can buy anything later. So for now, this is the story of my life depicted in one of my favorite DiCaprio memes. Spending $20 at the grocery store? Spending $2,000 on crypto? Hell yeah, giddy up. Hello, I'm Crypto Casey and welcome to another episode of Last Week Crypto. Every Sunday, we review the performance of the largest cryptocurrencies, top gainers, as well as the latest global news stories affecting the crypto markets this past week. This week, we will discuss the inbound Stimmy checks, courtesy of the feds, the progress of Bitcoin's moon mission, some NFT news, and how adoption is gaining a ton of momentum in the institutional and retail sectors like never before. To check out the links to all the articles we discuss, go to cryptocasey.com/lastweekcrypto. This week's episode is brought to you by Crypto.com, an exchange with over 55 different cryptocurrencies. On Crypto.com's mobile app, you can buy crypto with bank transfers, credit, debit cards, or crypto at true cost with no markups. Crypto.com also has a desktop exchange that is solely for crypto-to-crypto trading. If you use the link below to sign up for Crypto.com, you'll receive $25 worth of cryptocurrency for free when you use the referral code CryptoCasey, all while supporting the channel. Also, every Wednesday, I conduct a weekly AMA or Ask Me Anything at Instagram.com/CryptoCasey. So use the link to my one and only official Instagram account listed in the description area to follow me and ask me anything you want every Wednesday. Awesome. Last week crypto. Let's hit it. Looking at the top cryptocurrencies by market cap, Bitcoin up 24.7%. My lord, it's simply mind-blowing to see a pump like that considering its market cap. ETH2 up an unbelievable 24.5%. Binance Coin up 21.4%. And Polkadot up 12.3%. Looking at the top gainers this week, Chili's, probably the biggest gainer I've ever featured in this series, up an absolutely insane 500%. Decentraland up 149.9%. Polygon, formerly Matic, one of my favorite projects, up 107.8%, and BitMax token up 100.3%. An amazing, super bullish week for the crypto markets indeed, as the record-breaking $1.9 trillion relief bill passes U.S. House and heads to Biden's desk. The measure may contribute to temporary inflation during the summer, economists say. Except swap the words may contribute to absolutely will contribute, and swap the words temporary inflation to devastating long-lasting hyperinflation, and finally swap the words during the summer for the foreseeable future. At any rate, this week the IRS starts sending $1,400 direct payments. The Biden administration has said that people will start to see the payments in their bank accounts as early as this weekend. The IRS said Friday that some people may see the payments in their accounts as pending or provisional in the coming days, ahead of the official payment date of March 17th. Amazing! Bravo, Biden administration, being ahead of schedule because we all know where the Stimmy money is going, especially since people have been getting money during this weekend. Because imagine getting your Stimmy and waiting for the Boomer Casino to open at 9:30 a.m. Monday morning. Sad. That's right, crypto is 24/7, baby. It never sleeps. And this early Stimmy Fed airdrop is front-running the Boomer Casino, traditional stock market that's definitely not artificially propped up by the Boomer-backed government. But seriously, I think I came across the best, most concise, and accurate simile to describe stimulus in this tweet. Fed printing is like a cheat code. Y'all remember doing like the XO triangle, left, right, left, and bam! Instant weapons, ammo, money, armor, just like magic. Bullish. Except the feds have it way easier. They just be like, yo, throw some zeros at the end of that magic number there, fire up the money printer, and bam! All our problems are solved. And by solved, I mean the can is successfully kicked down the road during their term of employment by their corporate cronies. The government. Government officials are always looking out for themselves and their corporate crony puppet masters. Gotta keep the stock market on the up and up. And if you're thinking about tossing your Stimmy check into gold, you may want to think twice. Check this out. Here's when the gold price will bottom, says Phil Streibel. Gold has been the worst performing asset year to date when compared to equity indices, cryptocurrencies, and other raw commodities like crude oil. Streibel said that gold will start to bottom in the second half of the year as interest rates eventually come back down. Bearish. And here's a short story to further illustrate this outlook. Rich son, poor dad. The tale of Peter Schiff and son. Bitcoin versus gold. Pomp tweets, Bitcoin just hit a new all-time high of 60 thou, now 61 thou. Peter Schiff tweets back, what are you, the Bitcoin town crier? And Spencer Schiff, his son, tweets a series of photos of Peter aging with the captions, gold $1,700, Bitcoin $1. Gold $1,700, Bitcoin $10,000. Gold $1,700, Bitcoin $1 million. LOL. Alright, let's move on to Bitcoin's progress towards the inevitable $1 million mark over the next few years. So please, for the love of God, forget buying the dip. MicroStrategy buys 15 million of Bitcoin as it nears the all-time high. This latest purchase brings the firm's total Bitcoin holdings to around 91,326, bought for an average price of $24,214 apiece. I mean, the velocity with which Bitcoin's price has increased since inception is nothing short of astonishing, but its price velocity over the past few days is downright unbelievable. Check it out. It took 8 years for Bitcoin to become a $100 billion asset. Bitcoin's market cap just grew by $100 billion in 3 days. If you're not in awe of this thing and the powerful growing community behind it, you aren't paying attention. All in all, as Bitcoin increases in value, I am so happy for the millions of everyday citizens around the world who beat Wall Street to the best investment of the last decade. The game has changed. Never bet against the internet. Yes, we have beat Wall Street, but you know who will eat Wall Street? Yes, you heard that correctly. Eat. Software hasn't eaten Wall Street yet, but Ethereum and DeFi might be about to. Software is now coming for Wall Street in the same way Facebook's newsfeed came for traditional publishers with the rise of blockchain-based decentralized finance, or DeFi, designed to replace the role of banks with blockchain-based protocols. And at a time when macroeconomic conditions have left banks vulnerable. DeFi, using cryptocurrency technology to recreate traditional financial instruments, such as loans and interest, grew from a market of around $700 million in January 2020 to $15 billion just a year later. In the first few months of 2021, the total locked value, TVL, in DeFi markets combined projects has more than doubled to around $40 billion according to data from DeFi Pulse. TVL refers to the dollar value of all the cryptocurrency tokens locked in the smart contract of individual decentralized lending projects. These kind of developments, coupled with the soaring value of cryptocurrencies in recent months and record low central bank interest rates around the world, mean investors are increasingly turning to DeFi, something that's resulted in a perfect storm for banks, which lower for longer interest rates are dragging on bottom lines. The growth of DeFi has already attracted the attention of the financial services industry, with Wall Street veteran Jim Bianco last week telling Fox News, DeFi could disrupt the current financial system the way ride-sharing companies disrupted taxi companies, or the internet disrupted newspapers, or e-commerce disrupted retailing. Yes, correct. You know what else could be disrupted soon from Ethereum's DeFi ecosystem? Bitcoin's price dominance in the crypto market at large. Ethereum co-founder reveals how radical upgrade could challenge Bitcoin for crypto price dominance. Ethereum's upgrade, known as EIP 1559, and part of a broader move toward Ethereum 2.0, will see the network's current transaction fee system overhauled, with users sending a fee to the network itself instead of the so-called miners that maintain the network. These fees will then be burned, reducing the overall Ether supply, something that is itself a controversial topic among the cryptocurrency community. If demands to use Ethereum is high enough, then there would actually be more Ether being destroyed than is being created, Buterin said. Actually, it's not even that far-fetched a possibility. If you look at the transaction fees for the last month, they actually have been on a lot of days greater than the block rewards for that day. So the price of Ether could trump Bitcoins eventually, which I believe it will, but could something else trump all cryptocurrencies at large? Kryptonite. A digital euro would be dual threat to banks and fintechs, a critical new report warns. Europe's banks, already facing a potential tidal wave of bad loans stemming from the COVID pandemic, could face a new threat to their viability from an unexpected quarter. The European Central Bank's proposals to launch a digital euro. We believe a digital euro is a preemptive response, a kryptonite, a big tech neutralizer, Bank of America Securities, Bank of America's brokerage arm, said in a report this week. Bitcoin has nearly doubled in price this year, sending its total value surging through $1 trillion as Tesla bought $1.5 billion of Bitcoin, and the cryptocurrency continues to attract interest from big institutional investors. ECB President Christine Lagarde said in January that the bank will decide as early as April whether to push ahead with planning for a digital euro, though she has also said that it could be 5 years before the digital currency sees the light of day. Ugh, 5 years? 5 years, Christine? Don't you know that in 3 years another Bitcoin halving event will likely send the price of Bitcoin to over $1 million? And around that same time, if not sooner, the Ethereum 2.0 network upgrade will have finally likely launched. So, no, Bank of America, a digital euro won't be kryptonite for crypto. Whether a digital euro would be kryptonite for commercial banks and for their role in money creation is another question entirely, and a much more valid and interesting one, we would suggest. Geez, isn't it super unsettling how little the people in charge of running our planet know and understand about financial technology? At least other people like us know what's up, and we can see it in action in the NFT space, as record-breaking sale of digital creation makes history in art and cryptocurrency markets. Beeple sold an NFT for $69 million through a first-of-its-kind auction at Christie's. Until October, the most Mike Winkelmann, the digital artist known as Beeple, had ever sold a print for was $100. Today, an NFT of his work sold for $69 million at Christie's. The sale positions him among the top 3 most valuable living artists, according to the auction house. Holy smokes, what a story. And just watch how fast the price soared the last minute of the auction.
Jesus Christ, what the... Oh my God! 50 million! What? Oh my God! 69 million? I think it probably means digital art is here to stay.
Beeple is right. Just swap out the words probably here to stay for it's definitely here to stay. Nice. Let's hit a series of stories about how adoption of crypto is gaining a ton of momentum. Institutional investors are helping drive demand for crypto, says Goldman Sachs official. Yes, that's right. I don't know why Goldman Sachs is acting like that's new news though, but neither here nor there. It's not just Tesla that takes Bitcoin. Here are the retailers accepting payment in crypto. Bitcoin can be used for purchases at some of the world's biggest retailers, including Apple, Amazon, and Expedia. And they aren't the only ones. American home warranty company to accept crypto payments plans to add Bitcoin to investment portfolio. Also, a hotel group to accept cryptocurrency as payment. Orlando-based the Kessler Collection Hotel Group has partnered with BitPay to become the first U.S. luxury hotel chain to accept cryptocurrency as a form of payment, Kessler has announced. The hotel chain will accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and several others, including 4 stablecoins, as payment to cater to the growing demand. Dogecoin, people! You can now pay for a hotel with a dog meme coin. You can't make this stuff up. Wild. Bullish, bullish, bullish. But wait, there's more. Kentucky poised to approve tax energy incentives for cryptocurrency mining. And finally, lawmakers signs petition calling for legal changes that would allow France's central bank to buy Bitcoin. The FOMO is alive and well, fam. We are moonbound. So while holding your cryptocurrency for the long term, make sure you are transferring your crypto off of exchanges to hold in a cold storage hardware wallet. You can scroll down to the description area below to access the correct and official sites of my recommended hardware wallets. BC Vault is my personal favorite. Another option is the Ledger Nano Backup Pack. So scroll down and check them out. Or if you would rather make income from your idle digital assets you're planning to hold long term, you can safely earn interest with services provided by BlockFi. With a BlockFi interest account, your cryptocurrency can earn up to 8.6% APY. Interest accrues daily and is paid monthly. There are no hidden fees and no minimum balances. So if you're interested in learning more about BlockFi, you can get up to a $250 Bitcoin bonus when you use the link in the description area to sign up, all while supporting the channel. And if you would like to learn more about the advanced technical concepts of blockchain technology and become a developer, I recommend checking out Ivan on Tech's Academy. Using the link in the description area below, you can access the Academy at a discounted price. So scroll down, check it out. And look, if you've been on the sidelines being a big bad bear and poo-pooing Bitcoin and crypto, but are having a change of heart, if you admit you were wrong about Bitcoin, we will embrace you. Even if you're one of those so-called financial guru boomers that just love Bitcoin and said all these nice things about us, like these guys.
Stupid. Immoral. If you're stupid enough to buy, you'll pay the price for it one day. Well, probably that point squared.
99.999% of people that own Bitcoin are fucking morons. Retarded imbeciles. That's it.
It's foolishness. It's a bubble. It's foolish.
you guys, but my favorite one was definitely retarded imbeciles, which is obviously 99.999% of us. And you know what the other 0.001% of us, that being you and I, are going to do, right? We are not freaking selling. Awesome. Well, that was Last Week Crypto with me, Crypto Casey. If you enjoyed the episode, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more crypto content. To check out the links to all of the articles we discussed, go to cryptocasey.com/lastweekcrypto. So how are you liking the new all-time high? Are you taking profits periodically during this bull cycle? The answer better be yes. What was your favorite name boomers called us and still probably call us? Let me know in the comments below. Be safe out there.